One of the tools in the Novel November toolbox is the word counter. It works pretty much how you would expect. You type in some words, once upon a time, click analyze, and it counts 4 words. One of the slight differences is when it comes to contractions and hyphenated words. So if I say, I don't like hopscotch, the naive calculation would be to take all the spaces and call it 4 words, but to be a more sort of generous way of counting, we're counting this as I do not like hopscotch. So it actually ends up being 6 words. This means there's no temptation to do unnatural things like arbitrarily making longer contractions for no reason other than hitting your word count. For a more full example, I'll paste in my NaNoWriMo novel from a couple years ago. Click calculate. You can see it's a little over 50,000 words. And if you scroll back down a bit, you can actually see the distributions of those word lengths. So 3,000 of those words only had 1 letter, although that is the end of contractions, like the T in don't is included, and 12,000 3-letter words, and then teetering off as we get longer and longer letters, longer and longer word counts rather. This graph is useless but pretty. Something slightly more interesting perhaps is this breakdown. So here you can see all of my words, the top 10 of each word length. So A was my most common 1-letter word, He was my most common 2-letter word. And as we go down to the longer words, it actually highlights some things that I might want to take a closer look at, like definitely use 17 times, immediately use 10 times. Are they good words? Maybe not. Maybe I'll want to go over them and see if those words are really needed in that context. So yeah.